Bitcoin just crossed over the $100,000 milestone, but there is a particular coin that may be poised to outperform it moving forward. And in today's video, you and I are going to be looking at just what coin that could be. Now, with that being said, let's dive in. From Cointelegraph, Ether poised to outperform Bitcoin by Bybit. Say that 5 times fast. Ether outshined Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency spot and derivative markets after the United States November 5th presidential election and keeps gaining momentum, according to a December 2nd report by crypto exchange Bybit. In November, Ether gained significant traction against BTC, as reflected by the sharp drops in the ratio between their spot prices. Bybit said in its November 2024 volatility review, co-created by market researcher Block Scholes. Growing demand for ETH options also indicates that traders are increasingly favoring ETH, Bybit said in a statement. ETH outperformance accelerated after U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler announced plans to step down on November 21st, bringing additional momentum and attention to the asset, according to the report. Since then, this most recent move has been sustained. You can see here on the Bitcoin dominance chart, we're at 51.6%. That is down from a high of 58% a mere 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago-ish. So Bitcoin dominance reducing significantly. Not to undermine how great Bitcoin has been performing, but if you're looking for even juicier gains, moving into alts probably going to be the way to go because it seems like that's where the market is moving. But let's continue. Is alt season here? Oops, I gave it away. Bybit said ETH's mounting dominance is clearest in spots, where the ratio of ETH to Bitcoin has risen from around 0.0325 on November 21st to more than 0.04 as of December 6th. Hartman Capital founder Felix Hartman believes the pivot from Bitcoin to ETH is a signal that Wall Street is, quote, officially joining the fun, end quote, on the alt rotation. During the week of November 26th, Bitcoin funds saw outflows of $457 million, the first significant outflow since September, while ETH funds saw inflows of $634 million during the same period. I just did a video on that maybe a week ago. I don't know what time it is. I can't keep track of the days. I am just zoned in. But in any case, I did a video on that. Watch it if you want more context. According to CoinShares' December 2nd weekly digital asset fund flows report. Overall, Bitcoin's crypto market dominance has been waning, falling from a high of more than 58%, like I previously discussed, on November 21st, to less than 52% as of December 6th, according to CoinStats. You can see it right here. Slowly gaining ground all through August, September, October, high of 58% right here. Boom! And then boom! And then boom. Here we are, right here. Expecting volatility. Meanwhile, traders are bracing for a rise in ETH volatility, according to Bybit. In November, option markets experienced a surge in ETH volatility that points to a stronger demand for ETH optionality than Bitcoin. We must highlight that this is a return to usual programming for the pair rather than an unusual dislocation, Bybit added. Quote, ETH has, throughout almost its entire history, moved with a high correlation to, but much larger volatility than Bitcoin, end quote. So what can we gain from this? Well, if you're looking at the price action over the past couple of days, you're seeing that, well, ETH is outperforming. You can see it right here, actually, as I'm filming. Bitcoin up 4.68% on the day, ETH up 8.0%. We're nearing 4,100. So could it outperform moving forward? I think so. It should. It's a more volatile asset. It was in 2021. It was in 2022, 2023. We're not even at the all-time highs yet. Bitcoin has already surpassed its all-time high from the last cycle. It's already made multiple all-time highs along the way. It's broken the $100,000 range. It's broken that milestone. That doesn't mean it's done. It's still here to play. It's still here to stay. It's going to keep growing as long as this runway is extended out. But this is probably ETH's time to shine. Does that mean you go all in? No, that doesn't mean you go all in. Be prudent. Be wise. This is not financial advice. I'm just speaking through how I'm thinking about it. ETH is probably going to outperform. So are other altcoins, probably going to outperform. I just filmed a video on Doge, probably going to outperform so long as the narrative is there. If you could find these projects, it's probably time to get into them now if you're interested in them because they're probably going to outperform Bitcoin. But if you want to be on the safe side, safe side, Bitcoin is probably the way to go because you're just going to see good gains so long as the bull market continues. But again, do your own research, do your own due diligence, pick projects that you like, do the research on them. Don't just YOLO in. Don't bet more than you're willing to lose. Don't sell because you're emotional. Don't buy because you're emotional. Be prudent, be wise. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think ETH is going to outperform? Do you think ETH hits $5,000? Do you think it cracks its all-time high? And if it does, do you think it's going to go to $7,500 or $10,000? Like so many people in the ETH space are waiting for that $10,000 mark, the same type of milestone as Bitcoin. I think you could see it in 2025. 2024, I think you probably see an all-time high because you're nearing 4,100 as we speak. For it to gain $900 and change, I don't think that's unreasonable in the next 3 weeks. I don't think that's unreasonable at all. It could happen in the next week. So I think all-time high in 2024, you could definitely see it. I think you can see $10,000 in 2025, depending on the liquidity, depending on how long this runway is given to go. But yeah, as you see the Bitcoin dominance chart continue to fall, you're going to see more money rotate into the alts, especially toward the end of the year, because I'm sure some of these fund managers would like to squeeze a little bit more juice for their clients, perhaps for their own personal portfolios as well. But yeah, let me know what you think is going to happen here. I want to hear from you. And as always, if you enjoyed this content, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Much love. Peace. This is New Da Vinci. Have a blessed day or evening, depending on what time it is for you.